Dahomey Amazons was the term used by the European colonizers. They are one of the few documented female armies in modern history. The emergence of an all-female military regiment was the result of Dahomey's male population facing high casualties in the increasingly frequent violence. King Gbeto, who ruled from 1645 to 1685, is said to have originally started the group which would later become the Agoji. The group of female warriors was referred to as Mino, meaning our mothers in the Fon language, by the male army of Dahomey. These recruited both men and women as soldiers from foreign captives. Female soldiers were also recruited from free Dahomeyan women, with some enrolled from as young as 8 years old. The regiment had a semi-sacred status, which was intertwined with the Fon belief in Vodun. The Mino took a prominent role in the Grand Council, debating the policy of the kingdom. The majority of Agoji generally supported peace with the Egba of Abiokit, arguing instead to raid smaller, less defended tribes. Civilian council members that allied with the Agoji also advocated for stronger commercial relations with England. By the mid-19th century, they numbered between 1,000 and 6,000 women, about a third of the entire Dahomey army. The women soldiers were rigorously trained and given uniforms. In the latter period, the Dahomeyan female warriors were armed with Winchester rifles, clubs, and knives. Dahomey women soldiers fought in slave raids, as referenced in Zor Neale Hurston non-fiction work Barracoon. The Dahomey kingdom was often at war with its neighbours, and captives were needed for the slave trade. The French prevailed in the Second Franco-Dahomeyan War. European observers noted that the women handled admirably in hand-to-hand combat, but fired their flintlocks from the hip rather than firing from the shoulder. The French prevailed in the Second Franco-Dahomeyan War. The Dahomey lost 86 regulars and 417 Agoji, with nearly all of those deaths being inflicted by bayonets. The French lost 6 soldiers. French soldiers, particularly of the French Foreign Legion, were impressed by the boldness of the Agoji. The troops were disbanded when the kingdom became a French protectorate. Oral tradition states that some surviving Agoji secretly remained in Abomey afterwards, where they quietly assassinated a number of French officers. An unknown number of women are said to have trained with the members of the Agoji after they were disbanded, in effect continuing the tradition. The last survivor of the Agoji is thought to have been a woman named Nawi. In a 1978 interview, a Beninese historian met Nawi, who claimed to have fought the French in 1892. Nawi died in November 1979, aged well over 100. The Dahomey Amazons are mentioned in the sci-fi novel Robber the Conqueror by Jules Verne. The Dora Milaje, warriors and bodyguards of the Marvel Comics character Black Panther, are partially based on the Agoji. In Empire Total War, you can recruit Dahomey Amazon units if you have conquered certain regions in North Africa.